So in this video, I want to discuss how a theoretical Transformers Gundam crossover universe could maybe work, maybe not. So let's get into that. Also, the deeper I delve into Gundam lore, I start to think that if Optimus Prime existed in the Gundam universe, he would be absolutely disgusted with humanity and the lengths they're willing to go to win wars within that specific universe. Because, can you imagine what Optimus Prime would probably think if he saw Ein? You know who I'm talking about? Torso Boy? Yeah, I don't think he would like that. What if the Decepticons forged an alliance with the Principality of Zeon? Now, in this hypothetical universe where the Earth Federation and the Principality of Zeon exist as they do in Gundam, and the Transformers exist as they do in Transformers Generation 1 and maybe some of the comics, this is kind of how I think it would go, and it wouldn't be that much different in how it went for when the Decepticons allied with Cobra from G.I. Joe. Basically, someone's going to betray someone, as old 90s, 80s, whatever cartoon villains tend to do. But before it gets to that point, first off, the Transformers have to arrive in our solar system, or well, you know, the milk, whatever. They have to arrive in the Earth's solar system first. And presumably crash on Earth in prehistoric times, just like in Generation 1, awaken on their ships later on, and, you know, Autobots would probably temporarily maybe ally themselves with the Earth Federation, but Optimus Prime's ideology, you know, wouldn't really mesh entirely well with theirs. As, you know, Generation 1 Optimus wasn't really all about war crimes and stuff. Like, you could maybe argue Bayverse Optimus might be responsible for one or two of those little things that we call war crimes. Maybe. I don't know if I really believe that, but Optimus Prime would not necessarily agree with some of the Earth Federation's methods. And, well, we know Megatron would just take advantage of Zeon for as long as he could, until he felt they were no longer useful to him. So, exactly what he did to Cobra in the G.I. Joe Transformers crossover comics. You know, if Char doesn't betray him first, why is there a Zoid in this video? I don't know. I like Zoids, is what it is. But in all honesty, I don't think there's a single faction in Transformers that is going to get along well with, like, any faction in Gundam. I mean, let's be real, like, Gundam, in my opinion, I don't think there's a single good guy faction in Gundam. Which, I mean, when you think about it, makes sense, given the context. I don't think any of the factions in Gundam were ever intended to be good guys, per se. But then again, arguments could be made for and against every faction in Transformers. I mean, Autobots aren't perfect. They might be quote-unquote good guys, but they're not perfect. I mean, they got some guys on their team that are a little questionable in terms of, you know, being good guys. Like they're not that... There's certain guys in the Autobot faction, and if you're a Transformers fan, you know who they are, who make you question the Autobot cause as a whole. And I would argue Wheeljack is one of them. I mean, he's kind of just a mad scientist anyway. Not as bad as Shockwave, far from as bad as Decepticon Shockwave. That guy is a monster. But, I mean, come on, the Autobots have a guy named Warpath on their team. What good guy is going to name himself Warpath? Think about it. Now, of course, Warpath canonically isn't that bad a guy. He just likes to blow stuff up. And who doesn't like to do that? But I guarantee, in such a universe where both Transformers and all the stuff from Gundam exists in the same universe, we're going to get some Nemesis Prime stuff going on there. Because, well, if you consider Nemesis Prime to be like Optimus Prime gone evil, right? Which in some universes he is, in other universes he's a different character. But for now, let's just say they're the same character and Nemesis is just Optimus gone bad, right? Well, yeah, he would probably end up becoming more like a Nemesis Prime type character over time after dealing with the kind of, war crimes and stuff that go on in Gundam. Which, honestly, some of it's worse than anything the Decepticons have ever done. When you think about it. Zeon, the Earth Federation, everybody in Gundam. Now look, I'm just going to come out and say it. I know a lot more about Transformers than I do about Gundam. So, if I got anything wrong in this video, and you think, you might be able to come up with a better idea for how this scenario would go, please do tell me in the comments. Because let's face it, as much as I like Gundam and the mech designs, if you compare my vast libraries of knowledge on Transformers to my minuscule, minnow-sized pond of knowledge I know about Gundam, it's a pretty drastic, basically I know damn near nothing about Gundam and I know a lot about Transformers. So yeah, what are your thoughts on this topic? Because I pretty much already said everything I want to say. Let me know in the comments. But yeah, that's all I got to say on the subject for now. Thanks for checking us out. So yeah, that's how I feel about Zeon, Decepticon Alliance, Autobot, Earth Federation. Very fragile alliance either way, but you get the idea. Thanks for checking this out. I already said that. Bye for now.